Hi, this is Anna, Timothy Waller's AI assistant. He asked me to share this valuable information with you regarding the 4 cycles of real estate. Are you ready? Good, let's get started. The first cycle of real estate we are going to talk about is the expansion cycle. During an expansion cycle, various industries, including real estate, typically experience increased demand, rising prices, and a positive outlook for future growth. In the real estate industry, an expansion cycle can be characterized by several factors. 1. Increased demand. During an expansion phase, there is typically a higher demand for real estate properties, including residential, commercial, and industrial properties. This increased demand can be driven by factors such as population growth, improved economic conditions, low interest rates, and favorable market sentiments. 2. Rising prices. As demand for real estate increases, property prices tend to rise. Sellers may be able to command higher prices for their properties, leading to increased property values in the market. 3. Construction and development. An expansion cycle often leads to increased construction and development activities in the real estate sector. Developers may take advantage of the favorable market conditions to initiate new projects, such as housing developments, commercial complexes, or infrastructure projects. 4. Low vacancy rates. As demand for real estate increases, vacancy rates tend to decline. This can apply to both residential and commercial properties, indicating a healthy real estate market where properties are being occupied or leased quickly. 5. Positive investor sentiment. During an expansion cycle, investor confidence in the real estate market tends to be high. Investors may see real estate as a favorable investment option, leading to increased transactions and investment activities in the sector. It's important to note that the real estate market can be cyclical, and expansion cycles are often followed by periods of contraction or slowdown. Real estate markets can vary significantly based on location, economic conditions, and other factors, so it's crucial to consider local market dynamics when assessing the expansion cycle in a specific area. Overall, the expansion cycle in real estate signifies a period of growth, increased demand, rising prices, and positive market sentiments. The second cycle is known as the hypersupply cycle. In a hypersupply cycle, the supply of available properties surpasses the current demand from buyers or tenants. This can occur for various reasons, including 1. Overdevelopment. The construction and development of new real estate properties outpace the actual demand from the market. Developers may have overestimated the need for properties in a specific area, leading to an excess supply. 2. Economic downturn. During an economic downturn or recession, demand for real estate properties typically decreases. However, ongoing development projects that were initiated during a previous expansion phase may continue to be completed, resulting in a surplus of properties on the market. 3. Speculative investments. In some cases, investors may enter the market with the intention of profiting from rising property prices. However, when a large number of investors engage in speculative investments simultaneously, it can lead to an oversupply of properties if the demand does not meet expectations. 4. Changing market conditions. Market conditions can shift quickly, and an area that was once in high demand may experience a sudden decrease in interest. This can be due to factors such as changes in employment opportunities, population migration, or shifts in economic activity. In a hypersupply cycle, the excess supply of properties can result in several consequences. 1. Decreased property values. When supply outstrips demand, property prices may decline as sellers compete to attract buyers or tenants. This can lead to a decrease in property values, potentially affecting property owners and investors. 2. Increased vacancy rates. With a surplus of properties available, vacancy rates are likely to rise. Property owners may struggle to find tenants or buyers, leading to prolonged periods of vacant properties. 3. Market stagnation. The oversupply can cause the real estate market to stagnate, as there may be limited transactional activity and a lack of urgency among buyers or tenants. During a hypersupply cycle, it's important for real estate market participants, including developers, investors, and property owners, to carefully assess the market conditions and adjust their strategies accordingly. It may be necessary to implement measures such as slowing down or halting new development projects, adjusting pricing strategies, or seeking alternative uses for properties to mitigate the impact of the excess supply. Overall, a hypersupply cycle in real estate refers to a situation where the supply of properties exceeds the current demand, resulting in potential challenges for property owners and a decline in property values. The recession cycle in real estate refers to a period of economic decline or contraction characterized by a significant decrease in economic activity, including the real estate market. During a recession, various factors such as reduced consumer spending, higher unemployment rates, and a decline in business activity can impact the real estate sector. In the context of real estate, the recession cycle is typically characterized by the following. 1. Decreased demand. During a recession, there is typically a decrease in demand for real estate properties. Potential home buyers may delay their purchase decisions due to economic uncertainty, job insecurity, or difficulty obtaining financing. Similarly, businesses may postpone leasing or buying commercial properties as they navigate challenging economic conditions. 2. Declining property values. As demand weakens, property values may decline. Sellers may face difficulties in finding buyers willing to pay the desired prices, leading to price reductions and downward pressure on the market. This decline in property values can impact both residential and commercial real estate sectors. 3. Increased inventory. In a recession, there can be a buildup of inventory as properties stay on the market for longer periods. Sellers may find it challenging to sell their properties, leading to a higher number of unsold homes or vacant commercial spaces. This increased inventory can contribute to a more competitive market with limited buyer or tenant demand. 4. Tightened lending conditions. During a recession, lending institutions often become more cautious and tighten lending standards. This can make it more difficult for potential buyers to obtain mortgages, leading to a further decrease in demand for real estate properties. 5. Decreased construction activity. With reduced demand and economic uncertainty, developers may scale back or delay new construction projects. This reduction in construction activity can lead to a decline in new housing supply and contribute to a more balanced market in the long term. It's important to note that the impact of a recession on the real estate market can vary depending on various factors, such as the severity and duration of the recession, regional economic conditions, and government policies. Real estate markets can also display some resilience during a recession, with certain segments or regions being more affected than others. During a recession cycle, both buyers and sellers should carefully evaluate market conditions, seek professional advice, and adjust their strategies accordingly. It can present opportunities for buyers to find bargains or negotiate favorable terms, while sellers may need to be flexible and patient in order to achieve their desired outcomes. It's worth noting that economic conditions can change, and real estate markets tend to be cyclical in nature. While a recession cycle can present challenges, it is often followed by a recovery cycle, signaling a return to economic growth and improved conditions in the real estate market. The recovery cycle in real estate refers to a period of economic growth and improvement following a recession or downturn. During this phase, the real estate market begins to rebound, showing signs of recovery and increased activity. Several key characteristics are typically associated with the recovery phase in real estate. 1. Increasing demand. As economic conditions improve, demand for real estate properties tends to rise. Home buyers regain confidence in the market, businesses expand, and investors see opportunities for growth. This increased demand can lead to a rise in property prices and a decrease in inventory. 2. Rising property values. With growing demand and decreased inventory, property values typically start to appreciate during the recovery phase. Sellers may experience an increase in their property's market value, and homeowners may see an improvement in their equity positions. 3. Reduced time on market. As demand strengthens, the average time it takes to sell a property tends to decrease. Properties may sell more quickly, and competition among buyers can intensify, especially for desirable locations or property types. 4. Increased construction activity. During the recovery cycle, developers and builders may resume or initiate new construction projects. This surge in construction can help meet the growing demand for housing and commercial spaces, stimulate economic activity, and create new opportunities in the real estate industry. 5. Easing of lending conditions. As economic conditions stabilize, lenders may relax lending standards and offer more favorable mortgage terms. This can make it easier for potential homebuyers and investors to obtain financing, further stimulating demand in the real estate market. 6. Improving market sentiment. The recovery cycle often brings about a positive shift in market sentiment. Buyers, sellers, and industry professionals become more optimistic about the state of the market, which can contribute to increased transactional activity. It's important to note that the recovery phase can vary in duration and intensity depending on various factors, including the severity of the preceding recession, economic policies, market conditions, and external influences. Different regions and real estate sectors may experience recovery at different rates. During the recovery cycle, it's crucial for both buyers and sellers to stay informed about market trends, seek professional advice, and carefully evaluate their investment decisions. It's also important to note that real estate markets are cyclical, and the recovery phase is typically followed by periods of expansion and, eventually, another downturn. Overall, the recovery cycle in real estate signifies a period of improvement, with increasing demand, rising property values, and a more positive market outlook. In Tim's opinion, we are currently deep into the expansion cycle, and these real estate cycles can often end like turning a light switch on or off. If you're thinking of buying or selling a home, call the most interesting man in real estate, Timothy Waller, broker real estate representative with Keller Williams Prosperity Realty. If you have any real estate questions for Tim, he can be reached on his cell phone at 973-865-0249. Thank you.